Welcome to Bacon and Music. I'm Daniel Gillette, also known as Rat the Tat. I'm here joined with Soundskater, who joined us last time, TJ, and also Chance, also Last Chance. So, we're here talking about, we've been writing these past couple weeks. As you know, last time we talked about the top 5 albums of 2014. Now we've been writing about top 5 songs and top 5 artists. We're going to kind of go over some of those things. We've got some good segments coming up. We're also going to talk about some featured artists and things like that also. But first of all, I want to talk about 2014. That's my favorite to talk about. Let's look in the back, then we'll talk about the future. You know, so first I want to talk about our top 5 artists, or no, top 5 songs we did first. So, kind of, what was your favorite songs of 2014? What about you, Chance? What was yours?
Mine is no surprise to anyone who's read the top 5 albums or top 5 artists, because it went to Take Me to Church by Hozier. I literally can't get enough of that song. It's not true. I'm kind of getting to the point where I've heard it probably, once you hit about 113 million, you know,
per person. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Per person, then you're like, okay, this is getting old.
Yeah.
But no, I freaking love it.
It must be good, because I think you had it on yours, didn't you?
We had it on
it was
3 different lists.
Number 3 on mine, if I remember right.
Yeah. So you gotta know it's good if it's on 3 different ones.
Right. He's good. I like him a lot. I was impressed.
Yeah.
His music.
I was tempted after reading your guys to put them on my list just because I wanted to be. Yeah, exactly.
Conformity.
But yeah, no, I was pretty. That was your number 1, right? Or was
No, number 1 with the Foo Fighters.
Oh, okay, that's right. Foo Fighters is just a classic. You gotta love them.
It's a great album.
Yeah, and then on yours was
For the albums, right?
no, for the songs.
Oh, for the songs, yeah. Mine was on the top on all of mine. The artist was the 1975, so their top, like, they're the top album, you know.
Okay. And they were their top song too.
Yeah, their top song and artist.
Which one did you choose for their top song again?
I chose Chocolate.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's one, like, everybody knows that song. It's like, you know, it's probably gotten to that point now where people are getting a little sick of it. But I mean, like, when a song's that good, like, that mainstream, like, but the main reason is because everybody I showed that song to liked it. So it's just like, it's a really great jam, you know, great to play when there's, like, people around. Great to play by yourself when you're driving in the car or with other people in the car. So it's just a really good, like, smooth, like, kind of groovy, catchy jam. So like, no reason not to be.
I was really like, when I started making my list, I started making a whole bunch of lists, and I was actually, my top was gonna be Shark Attack by Group Love. I found out it came out the last month of 2013. I was like, crap.
Does not qualify.
It does not qualify. But luckily, when I started making my list, I couldn't even narrow it down. I had to do top 10 because I couldn't narrow mine down.
Right.
Mine ended up being My Type by Saint Motel, which most people haven't heard of, but if you haven't heard of it, amazing song. I call it the Ocean's 11 song. Because it's it's just like groovy, like saxophone and horns in the background. It's just awesome. Loved it.
There's something about a saxophone in a song that you're instantly like, I want to listen to this.
Which is funny because that's in your new article. I remember reading that.
Legitimately one of the reasons why I wrote about the guy.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Yeah, no, saxophone can make a song. I loved it. And then at least for me, for the artist, a lot of things, it's funny because like how you said, like you have an album, then you have the songs, and usually that kind of made it my top artist. Yeah. Which is funny because my top artist was actually Alt J, because Alt J is just so amazing. Good. They're great. Like, it's so unique, so many great things about them.
Yeah, they were my number 2, actually. Yeah. It was like close, because I wanted to put them in number 1, but like, I was like, because like, obviously I think I was like a little personal bias too, just to be honest, but Alt J just killed it last year though too, and like I said, when we saw them live, it was so fun, but they were just super good live, and like, did way good, like, with their first album. Their second album came out, and they did really good too. Like, I don't know, it was a close one, but 1975 barely won it for me.
Yeah. And then yours was
Chevelle.
I don't think I've heard too much of Chevelle yet.
And that's almost exactly why.
Yeah.
Chevelle has been around for, God, the better part of a decade.
Really?
And they've been on the mainstream for a while.
Yeah.
But they're kind of like the small fish in a big stream, because they've been around forever, and everyone's at least heard one of their songs, but they've never quite hit that you know, the next echelon.
Yeah.
You know, where you get radio play and get.
Oh, it's like mainstream,
right?
In a way.
They never quite made it. It's like they were riding the coattails the whole time, but this last year, they dropped an album and two more singles. And in fact, I have a song on the top 5 artists of 2014. It's called. Now I cannot remember. Something to do with putting their...
That one song by Chevelle.
That I should remember.
I love that one song.
Right.
That's probably one of my favorite songs, actually.
It's the
drum,
has
guitar.
a singer in it, right?
Sometimes.
Dude.
Depends on when you
Best
listen
part.
to it.
Yeah.
Like, it might have a singer.
Yeah. Those ones are good. I love songs that have singers and that have instruments in them.
Yeah.
Those are probably my favorite songs, especially... Actually, you know what's crazy? Is all of my top 5 artists have singers and instruments in them.
See, I wanted to get a little weird with it.
That's kind of weird.
And try and find a band that, you know, pushed the boundaries and didn't. But
What's funny and joking about all this is my favorite band actually doesn't even have a singer in it. It's Rat-a-Tat. They don't have it. Yeah. So, but they're great. But yeah, if you want to go and you want to read our 2014 tops, we're actually finishing up so that, we had the albums, we had the artists, we had the songs. Next week we're going to be writing about the worst of whatever 2014. It could be
the worst
song.
Fill in the blank of 2014. Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite one. I'm super stoked about writing it. I've been waiting to write about this one for a while.
I've had mine written for a year.
Yeah. So we're all pretty stoked about that. You'll have to keep updated with them. Next, we're actually going to go into a segment of us going around talking to people, where what we're going to do is we're going to take the top 5, these past 5 featured artists of the week, and what we're going to do is we're going to ask people about their names, just like that. You'll have to check it out, and we'll go to that right now. What did Saint Grade do to deserve the title Saint? If you don't know, you can just kind of...
Saint Grade?
Saint Gray, yeah.
Saint Gray? I don't know.
If Spiders were to start a band, what would the name of the Spiders be?
Arachnophobia?
Arachnophobia. That's pretty good. All right. The Broken Wit Rebels were a group of what?
Singers.
Singers.
I don't know.
Nice. Who is Scarlet Lee?
Scarlet Lee? I don't know.
Okay. All right. If Spiders were to start a band, what would be the name of the band?
Spider Band. That's what I was gonna say.
Spider Band, like Spider-Man. What did Saint Gray do to deserve the title Saint?
Saint who?
Gray.
Saint Gray. He sung a cappella to an orphanage.
Very good. That's actually pretty close. And if Spiders were to start a band, what would be the name of their band?
If Spiders?
If Spiders were to start a band.
I don't know, Ragnarok or...
Ragnarok. In 1969, the band Jimmy Tritone came out with a hit song. What was the song? In 1969, the band Jimmy Tritone came out with a hit song. What was it?
Jimmy Tritone? Tone Deaf?
Tone Deaf. Pretty good answers. So yeah, interesting things from people, right? People are interesting
People
things,
said in
right?
interesting ways. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But anyways, talking about the featured artists, right? We actually kind of wanted to talk about, so these 5 featured artists that we kind of went through and we talked to people about, they always get voted in as the artist of the week and then go on to artist of the month. So what we want to talk about now is the past artists of the week. So we didn't get a video out last week, so we're going to talk about 2. One was the one that Men Without Armies that you did. So they're pretty intense. Their guitar.
They are super intense. Brendan Dillon, pronunciation is tough sometimes.
Yes.
Brendan Dillon is the lead guitarist and he's the center point of the entire band. He was awarded with Guitarist of the Year by the Promax Awards as well as the LA Music Awards.
Wow.
The dude can shred like it's nobody's business.
Yeah. So when you told me he had played with the Gorillas, I was like, all right, I'm sold. And that's Gorillas with a Z, not just Gorillas.
No, he wasn't playing with Bobo at the zoo.
Bobo at the zoo.
No, he was playing with a bunch of cartoons up on a big screen.
Yeah, that's legit.
Right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
No, what their song like Dying Light?
Devil's Bride. Dying Light's gonna be a great game coming out this year. There's a plug.
Devil's Bride. That's him. You can see where I got the mix up there. He shredded in that song though, like kind of like I like in like the verse, like he started shredding. I was like, dang, like that guy's good. Like I was like really impressed, and that was like literally my very first listen to. Like he's good.
The song Devil's Bride, it's featured on the article. It sounds a lot like Avenged Sevenfold, just the way there's a melody and a harmonic to the actual lyrics, and the way the guitar's laid over the top. It's a lot of Avenged Sevenfold going on, but it's probably their best song lyrically. It's where they kind of falter a little bit.
Yeah.
But instrumentally, these guys are insane.
No, it sounds like it. Like when I was like listening to it, I was just like, can't help but like, yeah, I'm gonna throw this laptop into the TV is what I'm gonna do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The second it starts, you just kind of go like this.
Yeah, exactly.
But you have to like get the grunt face too, right? Exactly.
Which is super different, like from the band that I did. So, last week's one is Armand Wijskamp, and I actually talked about him in the last video because I liked his music so much. Like he only has like an EP out really. It's only 4 songs, and he actually ended up remixing the 4 songs. And both
bonus points if you can spell it.
Yeah, exactly. Really, we should play a game after where you have to spell it out. Like
we'll play Hangman. Spell it.
Yeah, I know. Really.
Go.
Yeah, but it really is awesome. Like his Kiss the Light song. Like the remix version of it, like it reminds me so much of Bastille. That's what I think of when I hear it. It just sounds. Yeah.
I like the bass part in it too.
Oh yeah.
It has like a little bass, like the solo bass card. I'm a sucker for like the bass guitars. You know, so like those are awesome. So when they did that, I'm like, that's pretty sick.
Like the rhythm of it, you're just like, yeah, this is sweet. So very different bands, depending on what you like and stuff like that. Like we all have very different tastes, but it's like Armand Wijskamp, Men Without Armies. It shows how wide the variety of feelers, yeah, exactly. And what's cool is now we have like a lot more electronic. We had our first electronic artist of the day this week, and so we're branching out. We're getting more and more. I think it's just because of how many artists we're getting right now. It's kind of ridiculous.
We're getting flooded.
Yeah. So we're always excited. If you ever, want to keep on getting more bands and stuff like that, the more people we get, we'll search through them, and we're just looking for the best bands, right? And that's why it's just getting better and better. Like these two bands, great bands. The bands we have every day, they're just awesome here, right?
And that's why we leave the vote to you.
Exactly. So vote for them, find out some great music, listen to them. I'd check out these two bands for sure. And there's lots of great bands every day that we're putting out. So, and if you are an artist or you have your own band or whatever like that, you should go submit. Also, if you like what we do, please go and donate. That way we can keep on doing what we do. We can make it better. We can make it look classier, everything like that. And we want to make this the best possible for the bands that we're helping out. Subscribe to our videos, everything like that, just that way you can get these updates and stuff like that and get the best of music. Because Baking the Music is the sizzling shiz. I don't know what to say.
Wow.
That's it from Baking the Music for this week. Hope you enjoyed our segment and hope that you enjoyed what we talked about. Check out those our top from 2014, the artists, albums, and songs. And stay tuned for the worst, because it's going to be pretty awesome.
This is so great.
Oh,
The worst artist, not the worst to come.
Yeah, the worst artists.
The worst.
Or worst blank, sorry.
The worst, fill in the blank,
there we go.
2014.
My
Yep.
apologies. Yep.
It's going to be awesome. Because you want to know why? It's Baking the Music. Bam.